Hello, my name is Dr. Linda Gorman, and I'm a neuroscientist. Neuroscience is a really big word, but a neuroscientist is a person who studies the brain. I'm here to talk to you today about how you can help make your brain healthy. It's really easy and really anyone can do it. I love to talk about brain health because it's spectacular, and spectacular means great. And when your brain is spectacular, you're a happy and healthy person. This story is about social health, which is the S in spectacular. Social health means you're keeping your brain healthy by being social. And being social, that means that you love yourself and you're nice to yourself. It also means that you like and are nice to other people. When you're nice to yourself and others, that makes your brain healthy. So let's see about how we can keep our brain healthy. We all know that our brain is constantly changing, but what we do not think about is how those changes in our brain affect how we feel about ourselves. The way you feel about yourself affects your social health. We know that feeling good about yourself is one way to keep your brain healthy, and this story, which is titled Social Media, Be Real and Be Happy, will look at how social media like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, whatever the new things are, how those social media platforms can have both a positive and a negative effect on the parts of your brain that control how you feel about yourself. The first thing that we need to know about social media is that it's a tool. A tool is something that humans developed to help us with a particular behavior. So tools are invented to help humans. And social media is a tool that was originally developed to help people share their thoughts, to share their ideas and information with one another using computers and tablets and cell phones. Being able to share your thoughts and ideas with lots of people at the same time, that's a good thing. A tool is designed to help us. A tool is not good or bad, but the way that people use a tool can be good or bad. Here's an example. It's okay to use a hammer, which is a tool, to put in a nail. That's good because it's holding something together. But using a hammer to break something, that's bad. When social media is used in a good way, then there are definite benefits. Let's see, you can share things with people who are far away or that you don't see all the time. That makes people feel connected. You can get information that you wouldn't normally have access to that could help you, like information about potential problems with the weather or what's new at the movies or who had additions to the family. Social media can also be entertaining. Who doesn't like cute animal videos? When social media is used in a bad way, there can be a bunch of negative consequences. Yeah, you get a lot of information, but you don't know if the information that you're getting, is it the truth or is it not real? You can't see the effect of what you're sharing with others may have on somebody's feelings. So you could be hurting someone's feelings when you didn't intend to do that. Plus, it takes time away from actually interacting with people in real life. Sometimes social media trends encourage you to participate in dangerous behaviors. It's like getting a dare from someone you don't even know. And we know that when you're dared or challenged, there's usually something that can be potentially dangerous involved. Plus, as a professor, I've always worried about the way social media tools are affecting our ability to read and write. There's a whole nother language that's involved with social media. So social media is a tool, and there are some good ways to use it, and there are some potentially bad ways to use it. One way that social media is different from other tools is that people use it to define who they are or who they should be. And social media should not be used to define you. People see other people on social media and they want to be like them or act like them or look like them. We should decide who we are and what we like. We should not let social media tell us. Now, social media may not always portray reality. What do we mean? Well, social media is a tool, and you can use it to find out what others are doing and saying and feeling, or you can use it to see what others are wearing or what they look like. You can then use that information to see what you want to do, say, or feel. You can use it to see what you want to wear or look like. But one thing to remember is that what you see on social media may not be real. Here are some pictures. We know that there's lots of software to change what you see and hear on social media. So that means that what you may be trying to look like or be like or act like, they may not be real because you can add filters to pictures. You can take pictures or videos from certain angles to appear a certain way. You can edit and touch up photos and videos. You can change what we see around you. You can change what you look like. You can even change where you are. So social media may not always portray reality. So if you're trying to be like the person on social media, they may not even be real. Now, at your age, what your friends think is important to you, but you need to realize that what you think is even more important. Who you are and what you think about yourself is going to change a lot during your lifetime. And it's important to learn now how important how you think about yourself is to having a healthy brain. You know that it's important to be nice to other people, but one of the things that you want to do is you want to be nice to yourself. When you are nice to yourself, that may be even more important than being nice to other people. Because when you're nice to yourself, you feel good, and that makes it easier to be nice to other people. And there are lots of ways that you can be nice to yourself, which is going to make your brain healthy. Like, let's say you made a mistake, and rather than getting angry with yourself, just take a breath, think about why it happened and how you want to fix it. You want to make time for yourself to do something you enjoy, like riding a bike or listening to music or reading. You want to be excited about your successes and share your good news. These are all ways that you can be nice to yourself. And when you're nice to yourself, it's easier to be nice to others, and your brain is definitely healthy. Trying to be or do things on social media is not good for your self-esteem unless you feel comfortable doing these things. You need to feel good about yourself and what you're doing. That's important to your self-esteem. And your self-esteem, that's basically how you feel about yourself. And when you feel good about yourself, then you have good self-esteem. So when you do things on social media, you want to make sure that you're doing them because you want to do them so that you'll feel good about yourself. So because we all know that when you do things to the best of your ability, trying your hardest, then you're going to feel good about what you're doing, even if you're not doing it perfect. And when you're trying your best and you feel like you're not feeling good about yourself and what you're doing, you can know you can ask for other help from other people. That's a way to be nice to yourself, asking for help from other people. But when it comes to doing things on social media and you don't feel good about it, you can always stop. Just because other people are doing something doesn't mean that you have to do it too. When you're feeling good about yourself and what you're doing, then your self-esteem will be good. And we all know that's going to make your brain happy. Now, using social media as a tool to find new things that you like to do or new ways that you like to look will help your self-esteem if you're not trying to act like or look like someone that you don't want to be. Why would you try to act like or look like or even talk like someone that you don't want to be. Well, remember when I told you that at your age, friends are important and what friends think, that's important to you. So sometimes you'll do things just so your friends will like you. But being friends means that you do sometimes have to do things that your friends want to do and that you may not want to do. That's called compromising, which is when you do something that you might not want to do, but you care about the person that you want to do it for, so you do it. So what do I mean? Well, let's say that you want to play a video game and your friend wants to go outside to play. Well, people tend to like friends who can talk about what they want to do and compromise. So you might decide to play outside for a little while and then you can come in and play a video game. Or you could decide to play outside today, but then the next time you get together, you'll play video games. Compromising is a way to be nice to yourself and to be nice to your friend. And that makes your brain happy and brain healthy. But remember, when you're trying to do something on social media, you may not even know the person that you're trying to do it for or that wanted you to do it. So why should you have to compromise with somebody that you don't even know? We compromise when we can talk to other people and we can understand why they want to do something that we may not want to do. And then if we really care about that person, then we'll compromise and we'll do things as long as later on we can do something that we want to do. Now, it's important for you to be your best self and to find the things that are right for you. That makes you feel good about yourself. Sometimes you can use social media as a tool to see what others are doing, and you can try it and see if it will make you feel like your best self. But you need to trust yourself and how you feel. If you don't feel comfortable, even if your friends are all doing it, then stop doing it. You need to be comfortable with yourself and your choices. When you feel uncomfortable, then your brain is not happy. And if you keep doing these things that are uncomfortable, then your brain is not going to be healthy. So if you feel uncomfortable about anything that has to do with social media, you're not being nice to yourself or your brain. So you need to do what's comfortable for you. Because the thing is, when you see something on social media and you do it, but you don't feel good about doing it, but you continue to do it because your friends are all doing it, then you may not even recognize who you are anymore. And that is not good for your self-esteem. You may be saying, why am I doing this? But you still do it anyway. Well, scientists have done experiments and they find that when someone acts, looks, or says things on social media, and that doesn't match the way that they act, look, or think when they're not on social media, then those people don't have very good self-esteem and they do not feel good about themselves. So when you do not feel good about yourself, then your brain's not going to be happy or healthy. So what you want to do is you want to make good choices when it comes to social media. And that will make you feel good. And you know that you're being true to yourself and who you are. And when the way you are matches what you're portraying on social media, then you know what happens. Yep, your brain is going to be healthy. Now, again, I don't want to be negative about social media. Social media is a wonderful tool to explore lots of different ideas and thoughts and information. You can use social media to find things that you might like to do and that you're good at doing. But remember, you don't have to be good at everything, and it's okay to make mistakes. Just learn from them and find out what you're good at and what you're not good at, because we know everyone has talents, and using social media to learn, that's going to help your brain stay healthy. The other thing that's important about social media is you don't want to let screen time replace face time. Social media is a tool and it should not replace your in person interactions. So, if you find yourself spending more of your time with your screen than you do with a person, it's time to turn off the screen, unless you're actually using one of the platforms like FaceTime or Zoom to where you can actually see another person. Then you're using social media in a way that's actually increasing your human social interactions, seeing and talking to people that are far away. FaceTime rather than screen time is what our social brain needs to grow and be healthy. So thank you for letting me talk to you today about social media and your brain. I've enjoyed spending time talking to you today about your brain, and I hope that you've had some fun and you've learned some ways to keep your brain healthy. Remember, social media is a tool and it's meant to keep you connected to people that are far away so that you can see and talk to them. It's also meant to help you get access to lots of different thoughts and ideas and information. Social media can be a good tool to use, but you need to be smart. Listening to yourself and what makes you feel comfortable with social media and your choices of using social media is important, more important than what other people are doing on social media, or even what your friends think about what people are doing on social media. This will help you to have good self-esteem. Now, you need to also realize that because it's a tool, social media may not be good for your self-esteem. The things that you see on social media may not be real. There's a lot of information, so what's true and what's not true. And these things can make you feel uncomfortable. And we know that that's not good for your self-esteem. So you need to be nice to yourself and comfortable with your choices when it comes to social media. This is good for your self-esteem. If you're being the best that you can be, then your brain is going to be happy and healthy. And we all know that helping your brain stay healthy is spectacular. So thank you so much for all your help. And remember, brain health, not just spectacular, it's fun too. As always, we want to thank the people from Johns Hopkins University, especially Dr. Ron Daniels, for helping us to help you understand that social media is a tool. It can be used in a good way. It can also have some very negative consequences. So what you need to do when you're using social media is you need to be true to yourself. If who you are and who you want to be and the best that you want to be is what you're putting on social media, then you're going to have great self-esteem and you're going to have a healthy brain.